We are back. College football Saturday, MLB Saturday. It is August 30th. We are getting into the best time of year if you are a sports fan or a sports bettor. I am so excited to go over some stuff with y'all today. Starting off, let me just go ahead and we'll jump right back into things here. We got 14 games for MLB for this video specifically. But I do want to give y'all my college football 50% boost play that I am taking. So let's jump right on into that, man. Right here. Right here. What do y'all think about it? Ohio State minus 1.5. And this, by the way, I did craft this using the college football simulator, which is live on rudebets.com, man. This is live on rudebets.com. Right here, as y'all can see. If we went and did Texas. Uh-oh. I might have broke it. I broke it. Hold on, let me fix it. All right. I don't know what I did there. Let me relog in. All right. I think it's because I'm streaming as well as trying to use 5 other things. Okay. Once again, back to the double screen. It's this easy, right? You just type in the teams you like, teams you want to see, the away team and the home team, and that's it. It shoots out the spread. We're going to try to add on to this year, too. This is all we had last year. We're going to try to add on to the college football sim as time goes on this year. We'll see what we can add to it. It's hard because data sources are very, very sparse for college sports. For pros, there's plethoras of data, especially because they all play each other, right? Like, that's the easy part about pro sports is that all the teams play each other. Like, they're all in the same league. You know what I mean? Like, college football is a lot different. You can't really standardize defenses and offenses and all these things because a team like Texas is not the same as a team like UConn. You know what I mean? Like, they don't play in the same realm. They don't play the same opponents. Their metrics are completely different. So right now we are able to calculate. I have a way I can calculate spreads and projected win probabilities. But we got Ohio State today. I like Ohio State today. But yeah, you can go ahead and do this for any matchup, right? Any matchup you want. So this is it, man. This is it. College football is out. So I'm pumped about that. All right. But today I do want to go over MLB again. Those are the home runs you're putting for today, the ones on the screen. It's one, I guess, yeah. It's the 1 to 1,000 that I'm doing today, yeah. It says right there at the bottom of the screen, 1 to 1,000 challenge. And then it says the teams or the names of the players. But yeah. Let's go ahead and let's jump right on in. Let's look at this MLB slate today. Brewers Jays. Brewers are a dog at plus 120. Interesting here. Quinn Priester going up against Kevin Gausman. Interesting. Plus 120 dog seems like not the correct line. I could see the Jays being a plus 120 dog today. I do not see the Brewers being a plus 120 dog. I simply don't. I think they have a slightly better pitcher in this matchup. And their offense is pretty even. Huh. Yeah, I personally don't see it. So Brewers plus 120 is not a bad price today. Quinn Priester here. Yeah, he's not going to get a lot of strikeouts probably. Do not see the strikeouts coming here. But if we look at his values, I mean, he's league average for strikeouts. He's a little bit better than average on home runs. He's better than average allowing hits. He's better than average allowing walks, and his runs per inning pitched is better than yeah. Priester looks pretty good. Against Gausman, though, these pitch mixes are rough. What does he have that's so nasty? splitter. Splitter. Most guys are terrible against a splitter. Most people are bad against a splitter, right? So if we look at, let's just look at, I guess we need 2 here. We're not going to find much for the splitter, are we? Okay, 109. Yeah, he's not. I mean, it's hard to find data with these splitters. That's the problem. Splitter, yeah, he's only got 2 in the last 30. Yeah, only 2 in the last 50, too. Wow. Okay, so you got to find guys who are good at hitting a splitter. Looks like Sal Frelick and William Contreras might be. Yeah, Sal's good with the splitter. Sal's good with the splitter here. And Contreras must be good with the splitter as well. Yeah, he is. Oops. Oh my gosh. 4-seam and a splitter. Let's just like just the splitter. Here we go. So he's got a double, single, and a home run here. Yeah. So I do like Contreras today. Should get a hit. Maybe gets hits, runs, and RBIs. And then Sal Frelick could be the other guy I'd like for a hit here. But Dalton Varsho, I don't know if he's going to play. He got hurt yesterday. He might play. He might not. If he does, he's always a good option for a home run here. Vladdy, not too impressed with Vlad today. Lucas could be a good little option here, and so could Springer. I think Springer's probably your best option to take overall today. Oh, yeah, Springer's definitely the best. No, it's like a slider. Yeah. 95 average exit velo, 50% hard hit rate. Yeah, Springer looks like a really good player today. I think George Springer's probably going to clear his hits, runs, and RBIs pretty easily. Possibly even a total bases guy. He's possibly even a total bases guy if you aren't looking into hits, runs, and RBIs for him. But other than that, I mean, not too much here. Should be a really good matchup. Should be a tight matchup. Probably pretty low scoring. Brewers' money line looks decent. Game 2, Rays, Nats. 63% chance the Rays win here. They're sitting at minus 158. I mean, yeah, it's fair value. I think you could take the Rays at minus 158 today and get away with it. Pepio going up against Jake Irvin. As always, I mean, Lowe and Caminero both look good for a home run today. Lowe yesterday did hit a home run. He hit one a couple days ago as well. Yeah, he's on a 2-game home run streak. He also had one on 8/22. Yeah, Brandon Lowe's looking really good here. His last 10 batted balls let's see, look versus righties. Versus right-handed pitching, 100-mile-an-hour exit velo, 30% barrel rate. Yeah. He's going crazy right now, man. He's looking crazy. I'm doing MLB right now. Man. Sorry. Caminero and Lowe both look pretty darn good for a home run today, though. Yandy Diaz, Chandler Simpson, both of those guys, I don't mind either of them for a hit. I mean, I think at the end of the day here, we should see a lot of runs. Yeah, about 5.3, and we should see a lot of runs from the Rays, a lot of hits. We're looking at hits allowed, almost 6 plus. Team hits allowed, 10. There it is. Team hits allowed, 10. Yeah, so we should see a lot of opportunity here for hits, runs, and RBIs for the Rays. I mean, Brandon Lowe and Junior Caminero leading the way. Diaz should be a great pick, though, too, for hits, runs, and RBIs. Oops. And then on the Nationals, I mean, nothing really here. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of their offense right now. James Wood, he could be all right, I guess. 4.7 on the pitch mix. Nothing crazy. Luis Garcia Jr., 4.46. Nothing crazy. Yeah, you're probably gonna fade these guys today. Game 3, Marlins Mets. Uh, 45%. Why is my internet not working? Hold on one sec. We're having internet issues again, man. It's always frustrating. There we go. All right. Honestly, Marlins at plus 140 is not a bad price today for a dog. I really don't mind that. I do not mind the Marlins as an underdog today. Negative 5% ballpark factor. Edward Cabrera versus David Peterson. Yeah. I mean, there's not going to be a ton here on player props against David Peterson, against Edward Cabrera. Like, these guys are all going to have pretty bad pitch mixes, as you see here. Yeah, 3-4, 3-4, 3-2-2, 3-1, 2-2, 1-1, 2-1, 0-0, 2. Yeah, man, this is going to be 6.79 total runs. There's no player props in this game. Maybe you can look at strikeouts. Edward Cabrera, for if he goes over 5.5. I don't love that matchup, but his strikeout rate's really high, 26%. David Peterson, also a really tough matchup for strikeouts. There's just not a whole lot in this one. Really not a whole lot in this one. Marlins, pretty decent value as a dog today, though. Pirates, Red Sox. Pirates, Sox. Oviedo versus Dustin May. I mean, this is another one where, like, plus 140. I'm not opposed to the Pirates as a mega dog today. Red Sox are a much, much better team. But this one doesn't scream blowout by the Red Sox. It really doesn't. Really doesn't. Yeah. I don't see a ton of player props I like here. I mean, Horowitz, I don't think any of you guys are going to be taking them, honestly. You're probably not. On the Red Sox, I mean, Bregman and Roman Anthony, both for a hit. That's about it. What's Roman Anthony's StatCast looking like here? Against fastballs and sliders versus righties. Average exit velo, wow. Okay, it looks really good. Looks really good. And he had the home run yesterday against Paul Skeens, too. Wow. Okay, so Roman Anthony, I mean, I guess that's your guy today. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Yeah, he clears that box. Total bases, he clears that box as well. Hit, he clears that. So Roman Anthony looks pretty darn good today. Other than that, in this game, I mean, possibly an over game here. What's the total? Oh, it's 9.5. Yeah, I would just leave it as is there then. But this game doesn't look too bad for some player props with Roman Anthony there, honestly. Roman Anthony for anything outside of a home run. And then Pirates as a mega dog is much better value. Braves, Phillies. Let's look at the Braves, Phillies here. Chris Sale going up against Chris Sanchez. Oh, my God. Is anybody going to score here? Yeah, they will, but... Braves are a fair underdog at plus 124 as well. Looks like a decent day for dogs overall. Looks like a decent day for dogs here in the MLB. Chris Sale strikeouts. We have him at 7. He's got a really tough matchup, though. His line currently is sitting at 6.5. I don't know that I could justify a 6.5 line for Chris Sale with a 22nd ranked matchup. His strikeout rate's really high, still at 30%. He is just coming back from injury. I would stay away from Chris Sale props today. I think it's the smart idea to just stay away. And then Chris Sanchez over 5.5. I do really like that. Atlanta strikes out a ton. Atlanta strikes out a lot. 26% strikeout rate for Chris Sanchez. Over 5.5 strikeouts for Chris Sanchez is a good play. Probably the best play in this game. Probably the most value out of any play in this game. Chris Sale's home run rate, only 1% of batters, not even 2% of batters hit a home run off of him. That's very relevant for like a Kyle Schwarber, for example, who destroys left-handed pitching. Only a 16% chance today for Kyle Schwarber, as you can see down here. Only a 16% chance for him. If we look at his numbers versus lefties, you're going to see Pretty decent exit velo, pretty good barrel rate, right? Now, if we like delineate this down to just fastballs and sliders, yeah, it goes down a little bit actually. Home run against that fastball, that's about it. So it looks like he struggles against that slider, huh? Yeah, 86 exit velo versus sliders. So sliders almost a little bit of his weak spot. Yeah, it is a negative. It's his only negative. And that's Chris Sale's heavy positive. So I'd stay away from Schwarber today, even though he generally does well against lefties. Yeah, I think just take Chris Sanchez. I would stay away from player props in that one. Game 6, Cardinals-Reds. Cardinals-Reds. In this game, 138 is the line for the Reds. That's exactly what we have it at. So there's not really much here. Fair value does not mean good value. So fair price for the Reds on the money line. Michael McGreevy going up against Andrew Abbott. Another really good pitcher on the mound in Abbott. McGreevy, I think, is decent this year as well. Look at these numbers. Strikeouts low. Very low strikeout number, but well, honestly, it's just that walk rate. The guy doesn't walk anybody. Only 3% walk. It's a darn good walk rate. Home run 2%, not bad. Strikeout ratio is so low. His hits are a little bad though. He does give up some hits. Pitch mix versus Abbott. Yeah, none of these guys look that good. I mean, Herrera's okay with a good amount of power versus lefties. Although he's struggled recently. He's really struggled. And Abbott throws everything, so pretty hard to like a guy like Herrera today with a tough matchup like that. And his StatCast is not looking good either. Yeah, I'd probably fade all the Cardinals today. I don't think that they're really worth it. On the Reds, Noelvi Marte looks solid for like hits, runs, and RBIs today, especially if he's hitting in the second spot. It really is going to depend where he's hitting. Probably wouldn't take him outside of that 2 spot, though. Yankees, White Sox. Once again, internet issues. Oh, my goodness, man. Let me restart it again. One sec. All right. We're back. Yankees, White Sox. I don't know why I keep cutting out. Cam Schlittler versus Shane Smith. I mean, minus 215 plus 180. Yeah, there's not much on this money line. Yankees should win this one pretty easily. Home run wise, Judge not going to be worth it for odds. Grisham might be, but he's been way too hot recently. I think Grisham's going to come back to earth here. 1.99 total bases per hit versus righties, outstanding. Look at his numbers here. Home run, home run, home run, home run. Like, in his last, look at his last 5. 3 homers in his last 5 batted balls. In his last 10, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these numbers are crazy. 98, 97 average exit velos, 30% barrel rate, 40% barrel rate in the last 5, 60% hard hit rate, 80% of his fly balls are a home run right now. Like, that's just crazy. Grisham's on a heater versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting everything. Sinker, changeup, fastball. Like, it doesn't matter what. He's hitting it out. He looks okay today against Shane Smith. I mean, 18% chance. I just don't know that I want to keep riding that hot streak. I'd rather maybe look at like Jazz. Let's see. I think Jazz might be cold, right? Last 10, 91's pretty good. Last 5, 88. Yeah, okay. Last 20, 92. Not bad. These are not bad numbers. Oh, he does have a home run on the 28th. That's right. Okay, so against Davis Martin, he did hit one out. And he has one here against Brad Lord. So, yeah, Jazz Chisholm, 17%. Yeah, him or Grisham both look decent, both around that 20% mark. On the other side, I like Colson today. I do, if he plays. I know he had a little bit of an injury, but if Colson's back, I don't mind him. I think we're looking pretty good here with Colson today. Versus righties, 91 average exit velo. If we look at Schlittler's fastball slider combo, 90 average exit velo. 88 over his last 10, last 5, 86. Okay, he's trending down a little bit here, but he does have a home run against Mick Abel on the 23rd. He's got another home run here against Zebby Matthews. Another home run here against Jackson Cowart. Like, numbers still look really good. Numbers still look really good for Colson. So I don't mind him, even though he has a little bit of a tough matchup. I mean, he's pretty much home run or bust with these pitches. So kind of the only guy in the White Sox I'd be interested in today. Angels Astros. I don't mind the Angels today as a dog, plus 140. Kyle Hendricks going up against Spencer Arrighetti. Arrighetti's hit or miss. Arrighetti's very hit or miss, man. His strikeout rate this year is low, only 17%. He hasn't been going deep into games, too. Only maybe 5 innings. Look, he's only going about 5 innings a game, 15 outs. Not even. So, yeah, Arrighetti's been pretty bad, not going to lie. At least compared to last year. I do like a lot of home runs today on the Angels. Joe Adell, Yoan Moncada, Taylor Ward, Mike Trout. All those guys look great. Zach Neto's not bad. So you got a ton of options here for home runs today on the Angels. You could take your pick, honestly. I like Taylor Ward. See what he's been doing versus righties recently. 90 average exit velo in his last 20, 94 in his last 10, and 93 in his last 5. So he's hitting it really hard right now versus righties. I like that. Joe Adell, probably pretty similar. $83. Okay, so Joe Adell's kind of cooling off. Yoan, 82. So yeah, it's Taylor Ward, honestly. If you're looking at the StatCast data, if you're going to use that as your driving force, which I wouldn't recommend it to be your say end-all be-all, but he does have the best StatCast data, so I like Taylor Ward, but like I said, you could take any of these guys, really. On the other side, I mean, not a huge fan of the Astros today, really. I mean, they look decent for hits, runs, and RBIs, like Altuve, Jeremy Pena. Both of those guys don't look too bad. Their pitch mixes are decent, too. Nothing crazy in the StatCast here, but yeah, I don't know if I like many of these guys for homers. Hendricks' home run rate, pretty average. Pretty average. So, yeah, interesting. There's a good amount of stuff in that game. Padres, Twins, probably nothing here. We'll double check, but I mean, money line wise, yeah. Padres at minus 150, pretty good line. Nick Pivetta going up against Taj Bradley. Taj did have a really bad start his last time out, but on the season still only 2% home run rate. He's been pretty solid. I mean, he's pretty average, I guess, everywhere. Like league average everywhere. Walker, I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, there's not really much in this one that I want to talk about. I just think the Padres win this game pretty easily. Don't think they hit a lot of homers. Maybe. I know Taj, like I said, he got blown up last game, but not a huge fan of the home runs in this one. I think more so you could just spam hits here, I guess. Like a couple of these guys get hits, but yeah, pretty boring game. I think Padres money line is just like a nice, easy play there, and you just call it a day. Mariners, Guardians. Guardians plus 116. Logan Gilbert going up against Gavin Williams. I don't mind them as a dog today. There's a lot of good dogs. We've got a lot of good dogs here today. Only problem is Logan Gilbert has a pretty nasty splitter. pretty nasty splitter, which is going to make these pitch mixes a little bit tough. So how do they score today? That's the question. I don't really know. These guys don't look that much better against Gavin Williams, though. I mean, Cal Raleigh only a 5, Randy a 5, Julio a 3, Naylor a 4, Suarez a 4. They just don't look. This is a tough game. It's pretty low scoring. I think it's going to be a low scoring, grinded out game. Negative 14% home run ballpark factor. If you're into player props, this is probably not your game unless you're taking pitchers. This could be a solid pitchers game, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this one from a player prop perspective. Probably a fade game if you ask me. Orioles Giants. Oof, geez, another one. Negative 21% ballpark factor. Trevor Rogers going up against Carson Seymour. 7 total runs. I mean, yeah, Orioles here, you spam them at minus 120. That's a good line. With Trevor Rogers, minus 120 is a very good line for the Orioles. So, Orioles money line here is not bad. I don't mind these guys for hits, runs, and RBIs today. Home runs will be hard to come by. Very hard to come by. Will be very hard to come by. Can I do the Brewers again? No, I'm going to keep going through this, Zeke. This is a YouTube video, essentially, so I'm not going to repeat myself for all the people that are watching it over there. Terrible pitch mixes for... Look at this. Look at all these zeros. What is Rogers? Okay, he's 2 runs above average. Yeah. Trevor Rogers, all 3 of his pitches are 2 runs above average. That is insane. Usually if a pitcher has 1 pitch that's 2 runs above average, that's elite. Not all 3 of their pitches. So, yeah, I mean, this is a slam dunk Orioles minus 120 or Orioles first 5. I mean, or Trevor Rogers under on earned runs or hits allowed, like pretty much anything. Anything Trevor Rogers unders probably is a good play today. I mean, okay, not strikeouts, but his strikeout line is 5.5. I wouldn't touch it. Not really much there. His hits allowed. Hits allowed 5.5. Yeah, Trevor Rogers under 5.5 hits allowed is a pretty good one. Earned runs. Trevor Rogers under 2.5 earned runs. Probably a pretty good one. Yeah, I think or Trevor Rogers, if you're on like Prize Picks, his fantasy score over whatever looks pretty solid. Fantasy score right here, 43.11. That's not a bad one. You sub to the annual plan. I've been cooking the last 2 days. Let's get it. Hell yeah. Just wait, man. We got NFL coming out, NBA. Like it's all it's all year long, man. It's all year long. You'll be able to cook in the lab all year long. Any sport pretty much too. Might even, if I get some time, I'll try to work on some other sports like WNBA or whatever. But yeah, so this is a Trevor Rogers game. That's it, folks. This is a Trevor Rogers game. Tigers Royals. Tigers Royals. Negative 10% what? Oh, geez. Negative 10% weather. Flaherty going up against Kolick. 50-50 on this one. Absolute 50-50. So there's not really either team I think is going to win. NHL, maybe NHL too. There is no NHL currently, though. But maybe. It depends. I'm working on some stuff right now to try to free up some time for me to be able to work on that. But at the moment, I would not be able to do it. Bobby Witt. 1 for 3. Last 10, nothing. 94 is pretty darn good average exit velo, but it's not home runs. He's not barreling it at all. 0% barrel rate. He's just hitting it hard, which makes sense for why his projection looks like this. 1.30 hits, total bases look good, hits, runs, RBIs. Yeah, Bobby Witt for general props today is a really good play. Wouldn't really take him for a homer. Same with Vinny. Not really interested in him for a homer today, but for a hit, he looks solid. But Big Bob here. Big Bob on the ass. 255, 228. I like him. I like Bobby as a general props play today. Colt Keith, not bad either. I mean, total bases, hits, runs, RBIs, not bad. Carey, not bad. Riley Green, a little low on the pitch mix, but that is a little low on the pitch mix. Yeah, not a huge fan of the pitch mix for Riley, but he could be a decent option today for general props. But yeah, not too much in that game outside of Bobby. Cubs Rockies. This is a home run fest potentially. This is potentially the game of the day for home runs. Cubs should win this game. We're not taking their money line though. What we are looking at here is, well, here's the problem. McCade Brown only has one game played. And he only got 9 outs. He went 3 innings. He only pitched 3 innings, basically. His home run rate was really high in those 3 innings. There was about 5 games yesterday where no one hit a home run. Yeah, it was a weird day yesterday for sure. This one looks crazy on the data, though, given the fact that he has a 5% home run rate. I think you ride it. I think you ride it because the odds are favorable. Usually in a game like this, you'd see the books nuke the odds, but like PCA has good odds. Thea has good odds. Michael Busch isn't terrible. I got Moniak at plus 525. Well, that's the other side. We'll get there. But like every guy you could take anybody on the Cubs today, I think, for a home run. And you're in a good spot based on your value, like based on the price you get it at. I'm not saying you can take anybody and anybody's going to hit a home run. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is it doesn't really matter who you take on the Cubs. You're going to get a good price. Outside of Nico Horner, I think you're getting good value on anybody. So if you want to go Michael Busch, go Michael Busch. You're going to get a good value on it. You want to go Seiya, Pete, Kyle Tucker, whoever you want to pick, you're going to get a good price. They're all worth trying out. On the other side, Moniak is really the only one I'd like today. I think he's got really good value there and a good pitch mix against Javier Assad. Yeah, Cubbies. And if you don't want to take their home runs, you could spam a same game parlay with hits, runs, and RBIs in this one. I know it's a really small sample size here, McCade Brown. But I think it's worth taking a flyer on because today's slate kind of sucks. This is the only game that looks relatively exciting for home runs. So take a chance on it. And then Diamondbacks Dodgers, last one we're going to be able to go over here. Dodgers should win this one, minus 220, though. It's kind of a stupid line. I wouldn't touch it. Eduardo Rodriguez going up against Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow strikeouts over 6.5 could be a good line if that is the line. Let's see. Pitcher strikeouts here. It is a 6.5 line. Yeah, at even money, I don't hate it. It is a tough matchup for strikeouts, to be honest. 19's not great, but his strikeout rate's really high at almost 30% of batters. Pitch mix-wise for these guys also looks pretty bad. 4-4-2, 0-1, 4-0-2, 1, 8-5-7. These look really good. So, this is actually another good game where you could pick for home runs. I mean, Enrique Hernandez looks good. Teoscar looks good. Mookie looks good. Freddie looks good. Shohei looks okay. And when I say okay, I'm talking about the odds. But good. Like they all look pretty good here on the Dodgers too. So you got a lot of options on this team for hits, runs, and RBIs, or for total bases. So yeah, that's the other one that looks decent. We cannot do Texas versus Oakland because we have a pitcher making his debut, so we have no data to model that game out. And then quickly, just the leaderboard here. As you can see, pretty much everybody at the top of the leaderboard is a Cub. It's all Cubs for home runs today, really. Brandon Lowe snuck his way in there. Shohei's in there. Teoscar snuck his way in there. Junior snuck his way in there. Colson. So we got some options. Yeah, it's just so many Cubs on this list. Kurtz snuck in there. Varsho might not play. Moniak's in there, though. You got options there. It's just overall kind of a weird little day. Should be decent for like total bases or hits, runs, and RBIs. Nothing crazy. And then strikeouts, a lot of orange matchups today. Not a lot of green matchups. You want to find the green matchups here. So like Oviedo has a green matchup, but I mean, he's a small sample size guy. He does have a 32% strikeout rate, which is crazy. But he only usually goes about 3 innings, right? So if Oviedo can get 5 innings today, yeah, it's a good looking play, but I don't know that it's too risky in my opinion. So I'm not sure that I would bank on that. Gavin Williams is the other green matchup here. Other than that, I mean, all the green matchups are for the guys who don't throw a lot of strikeouts. McGreevy, Seymour, Kolick, Assad, right? Argetti. These guys are all below league average strikeout throwers, so tough day for strikeouts. Hits allowed have been doing really well, so if you can find Eduardo Rodriguez, 4.5 hits allowed, that's a good play. If you can find McCade Brown, 4.5 hits allowed, that's a good play. McGreevy, 4.5, it's a good play. Look for your hits allowed guys here. Click on their name, look at their hit rate, make sure it's pretty high. Yeah, 25 is 2% more per batter. That's good, right? Eduardo Rodriguez, 3%, 4% more per batter. That's a really good hit rate to take hits allowed overs. On the other end, if you want to do hits allowed unders, you could do that too. You could look like Trevor Rogers and see he's 7% under, right? Like, these are good plays. So, all right. We're back to the streams. Good luck today. We should probably start doing like college football streams and stuff too. I'm going to let week 1 play out, get some data filtered in, but then we'll start to do some college football plays. So, yeah. That's about it. Astros minus 1.5. No, I don't really love the Astros today. This video is going to go on YouTube, though. If you guys want to see what I said about any sort of game, you can go on YouTube, look up Rude Bets. It should be live in like 25 minutes. And then you can rewatch any part you want to see what I say about a game. Or what you should do is just sign up for rudebets.com. Come look at the games yourself. And, yeah, see the projections. So, good luck today. Peace out, y'all. I'm glad to be back. And have a good day.